Okay, this is episode 6. It is literally about to be 8 o'clock in the morning. I haven't been asleep yet. Gracious hasn't been asleep yet. Um, what happened today? Reflect. Today was a good day. Found out some new ways to make money legally. Um, so my goal is to make $10,000 this month. It's May 1st now. So May 1st to June 1st, I need to make $10,000. That's the goal, and I'm going to make it happen. Next, I ordered this stuff from this company called Moon Cosmetics, and it's supposed to be really great for your skin because, like I said in other videos, I like itch a lot, and I showered today, and I brushed my teeth. Gang. But I didn't wake up to pretty late yesterday. I haven't even been to sleep yet. Went live on my YouTube channel. I did a little Q&A that was cool, trying to just figure out different ways to get my watch time up and interact with people. So I did a little Q&A. I think I was on there for about an hour. Then just chill with the girls, ate, talked to one of my homegirls from high school for a little bit. Then we went on live again, gave the girls a bath. Sita tried to fall asleep at like 12:30. It's the main reason why I went on live, because I was like, we need to try to get these sleep schedules back in order, which today is clearly a fail because Gracious is wide awake. So we went on live for like an hour and everything was great. We opened puzzles, we were coloring, everything was great. And then all of a sudden, YouTube stopped my live and said inappropriate content, and I can't even get the video back. And it was so cute. Like, me and the girls were just chilling, and even if, I couldn't post it to YouTube, I wish I would have been able to like at least have the footage on my phone just for, memories and stuff. So that was a bummer. So I ended up going on live after that again, and we were on there for like almost an hour and a half, but I had a consistent like 3 people on there, so I ended up getting 4 hours of watch time out of that, so that was awesome. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out different ways to grow my brand and just different ways to, not victimize myself and not necessarily want or need handouts. I watched the Beyoncé movie. I actually just finished watching this. That's part of the reason why I'm up. The Homecoming movie from Netflix. Watched it on the Fire Stick. Very inspiring. Kind of makes me wish, I didn't stop dancing. Or it makes me wish, like, when I was at my HBCU, because I did go to Bethune-Cookman for a year, I wish that I would have stopped running track and I actually would have, became a 14K, because that's something I really, really wanted to do. But since I was on scholarship, I came there and worked and did what I was supposed to do. But if I can do it all over again, I'd have stayed at Cookman and just not ran track anymore. And I just would have, been on a dance team. And then my life would have been probably different. But, it's never too late. Like on my video yesterday, I'm 29 going on 20. I don't feel like I'm going to be 30 next year. Don't feel that way at all. Like, I feel so young. Physically, I'm more mature mentally, but I don't know. I just got to get back into the groove of things and doing Asia, working out and eating right and just treating myself better and self-care. And I feel like everything aligned, and a lot of the things that I, held myself back from doing because of track, my excuse was track. I think I want to do a lot of those things this go around. So, I always danced all my life. I did talent shows, never lost ever. Used to put on performances in school besides the talent shows. We used to do African dances. I used to sing solos. I used to do so much stuff as far as like entertaining, and I really love entertaining. So that's why I feel like, doing YouTube is very natural to me. Well, it still takes practice. I'm over 2 years in doing it, just feeling comfortable. But I've always felt like an entertainer, and I've just always lacked the self-confidence mostly. And at this point, I don't have anything to lose. I lost myself, so that's the worst thing you can lose. And I'm just, on this battle of faith over fear and just, becoming the best version of myself. And what's the worst that can happen? I seen this quote and it says something along like, my daughters deserve a mother that they can brag about and be proud of and stuff like that. And then watching this homecoming movie, it's like Beyoncé just gave birth to twins, already had a 6-year-old, and is training relentlessly, having to, and had a C-section at that, and had to, train her body to prepare for, Coachella, and still be a mom and still be a wife and still creative direct and still do everything. And if Beyonce can do it, like, I can do it. And I'm not saying that because, like, oh my God, I'm so motivated, but, I know what I used to be capable of. And then with everything I've gone through, like, I know I'm capable of so much more because God wouldn't put me through all this up and down and trials and tribulations and uncertainty and everything with my daughter's health and where that brought me mentally and, and then gracious, therefore she is affected too, even though Sita's the one going through it. It affects Gracious and it affects me too. And just having to deal with that, as a mom and just everything. I didn't go through all of that and make it out just for me. Just for me to sit here and talk on YouTube videos about my testimony. Like, that's not it for me. Like, that's just a chapter in my life, and I know I'm capable and I'm going to do so much more, and I'm just so excited to become that person. um yeah, I really like and I really enjoy doing these videos because even though this is, I think, episode 6, I think it's a great difference from the first episode. Like, I like coming on here and just being able to reflect on my day and my emotions and just keep this to myself and nobody knows about it. I had like I got like a comment on one video, but it was twice and it was the same comment from the same person. I think it was a spam comment, and then 2 of my videos had 1 view, but I don't have any subscribers, so I don't know if somebody accidentally clicked on it and then clicked off. I don't know, but this is my, my thing, and I'm really enjoying it. My plan is to go live on my YouTube every day until I'm monetized, and that's what I'm gonna do. And yeah, got a lot of goals, a lot of things I want to do, a lot of people that I'm not even saying I want to prove people wrong. I just want to prove myself wrong and just stop doubting myself because, you know, I made a comment to the girl I was talking to earlier, and I was saying, like, yeah, it's never too late for us to do X, Y, and Z. And she kind of made a face. And I'm like, look, you can put those limitations on yourself, but I won't ever. All I need to do is just focus and recenter, and I know what I'm capable of because there's so many times where I'm by myself or out before, and I just would be sitting on the stairs and I guess sipping my loco and just, like, hitting that gas a little bit, and I just would be, I would kind of amaze myself at, some of the moves that I would do because they're just so fluid and just so natural, and I just need to, hone in on that inner person, that inner Asia, because I was always more passionate about dance and expressing myself through motion and way before track. Track is just what took off for me first because anytime I tried to do anything with dance, it was like doors closed. Like 8th grade, when I was at Charlotte, when I moved back up from Florida, I had set up an audition for a art school here in Rochester called School of the Arts, and in order for you to be accepted into the school, you have to audition. But did I say that twice? Probably. So maybe you had to make up your own routine. They gave you a set amount of time, blah blah blah. So I'm like, rehearsing my thing because I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get in this school. I'm gonna get in this school. So then I Sita's alarm for her medicine went off, but I finally get the paper in the mail, and the date is set. The date that my audition was had already passed by the time I had got the letter in the mail. So say it was for like the 15th. I got the letter on like the 18th. And I was like, what? Like, my audition already passed, so I called them and I'm like, I just got the letter in the mail, blah, blah, blah. Is there anything you do? And they're like, nope, just try again next year. And I'm like, what the fuck? I just remember feeling so defeated and crying and crying and crying because I literally made up this crazy routine and put everything into it. Like, nobody could not tell me like I wasn't the next big thing. Like, I idolized Sierra. I idolized like Tina Turner and I can't even think of the women right now, but I know I was really heavy on Sierra. I was really heavy on like even ballet and just the movement and just being I just loved everything about it. So it just seemed like anytime I tried to do something with dance, it just would literally block. And then, I wasn't happy with my situation and I knew I didn't want to be in Rochester and I knew I wanted better for myself. So whatever took off first, that's what I stuck to. I was very involved in sports. I swam, I cheerleaded, I played basketball, I played softball. I literally did everything. And then track, it was like, okay, well, you're really good at all of this other stuff, but you're really like getting a lot of looks and you're at this. So I was just like, okay, well, let me just stick to this because I'm a junior in high school. It's time, it's the pressure on to get to college, And it's like my grades were good enough too, but I didn't want to take out loans. I really wasn't knowledgeable about a lot of stuff. And it's like schools are offering me scholarships for track and I want to go to college, right? Because that's what you're supposed to do. So I just stuck with track because it was like a time crunch thing. I had transferred schools middle of my junior year and it just was go time. I just needed to focus and hone in or something. So I just stuck with track. I didn't even pursue all the stuff that I was doing when I transferred schools. In my previous school, I was doing talent shows. I was involved in chorus. I was doing all that stuff in my first high school. But when I transferred over to the city school, I was a little bit more shyer. I didn't know anybody. I'm the new girl. It's already the middle of the year. It was just so much pressure to just, you got to figure your life out. What college you're going to go to, whatever. It wasn't a time to just focus on what really, I guess, made me happy or brought me enjoyment. It was like, okay, well, what is working for you and what you're trying to do and how can you capitalize now? So I just want to get back into a lot of things that I was passionate about. Um, yeah, that's it. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for listening.